Hello, I'm Steve Fowler. I'm an automotive journalist and a Škoda owner, and this is the Škoda Epiq. It's the most affordable electric car Škoda has made so far, and it's also the smallest. But don't be fooled, this car is bigger than it looks. Genuinely, I'm really excited about this car. It's a pretty big deal because it's an electric car that's going to make electric cars easy, sensible, and crucially, not scary on price. So here's my honest view on the Epiq. Let's see if it really is, epic. Let's start with that number that lots of people will want to know first. The Epiq starts from just £24,950 with order books opening in July. That means it sits at price parity with Škoda's petrol-powered Epiq in the UK, so if you're looking at a small Škoda SUV, you'll be able to go electric without having to make a big jump in price. And that's exactly what this car is all about. What I love most about it is that for people like you and me, it could well be all the car you'll ever need. It's compact enough to make life easy around town, roomy enough to use every day, really nice to drive, and affordably priced. Now, before we get on to the practical stuff, let's have a proper look at the Epiq because I reckon Škoda has done a really cool job here. This is the first Škoda production car to fully use the brand's new modern solid design language, which basically means it looks chunkier, cleaner, and a bit tougher than Škoda's of old. At the front, you've got this glossy black tech deck that hides many of the car's clever sensors that will keep you safe. Then there's the new T-shaped light signature over here that you'll be seeing on more Škoda SUVs in the future with the main headlights cleverly hidden. And down here, there are these distinctive oval-shaped air inlets which just, well, I think they give the car a bit more attitude. The Epiq is just over 4 meters long, so it's nice and compact, which is exactly what you need if you're squeezing through town, parking outside school, or trying to find a space at the supermarket when everyone else has had exactly the same idea. But Škoda is very good at making cars feel bigger inside than they look outside, and that's one of the things I was really interested to see here. I've already driven an early disguised version of the Epiq, and even then it felt like a sensible, well-judged little car. Visibility was good, it was easy around town, settled on faster roads, and most importantly, it felt like a proper Škoda. Around the back, the clean, simple look continues with slim T-shaped rear lights and bold Škoda lettering across the tailgate. But what I really want to show you is in here. This is one of the Epiq's big party tricks, a 475-litre boot. Now, that is a lot of space for a car this size. It's deeper than you might expect, so you should have no problem getting shopping bags, suitcases, school bags, sports kits, muddy boots, and all the usual family clutter in here. Now, let me show you just what 475 litres looks like in the real world. Hey, Fuzzy, what's this? In you go. Go on, in you go. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Thanks, Fuzzy. How'd you get? Anyway, because this is a Škoda, you've also got the useful little touches that make life easier. There are bag hooks in the boot and, depending on trim and options, storage solutions to stop things rolling around, plus a charging cable bag as well. And of course, it wouldn't be a Škoda without an ice scraper. But that's not all. There's another clever bit. There's also a 25-litre frunk under the bonnet. That's exactly where I'd keep the charging cables, because then you don't have to dig them out from under all the stuff you've just loaded into the boot. And although it's not available as standard at launch, it will be available later on as part of an upgrade. Now let's talk about charging. There will be two main versions in the UK. The Epiq 40 gets a 37 kilowatt-hour battery and is expected to offer around 190 miles of range. The Epiq 55 here gets a larger 52 kilowatt-hour battery and can manage up to 272 miles. You won't be hanging around at a public charging point either, as both models can charge from 10 to 80% in under 30 minutes, and all cars get 11 kilowatt AC charging as standard. For most people, that means home charging overnight or a decent top up in the time it takes to grab a coffee on a longer journey. Look at this, I love a panoramic sunroof, and this one gives you a great view of nature up above and lets lots of lovely natural light in. Now, I'm nearly 6 feet tall and, shall we say, not exactly built like a racing driver, so if I can get comfortable back here, that's usually a good sign. There's decent space, and for children, teenagers and adults, so everyday family use, it should do the job nicely. Even for me, there's plenty of legroom. And again, there are those practical Škoda details like cup holders, useful storage, coat hooks on the B-pillars, and a general feeling that someone has thought about how families actually use their cars. Right, let's get up front, because this is where the Epiq starts to feel very Škoda indeed. And what's more Škoda than an umbrella in the door? You'll never realise how handy that is until you drive a Škoda. The layout is simple and sensible. You get a lovely 13-inch central touchscreen and a 5-inch digital driver display. The infotainment system is Android-based with online services, personalisation options and access to a dedicated app store. And of course, you can use the My Škoda app to check vehicle information, manage your charging, and even warm the car up on a cool day or cool it on a warm day. You can use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which both connect wirelessly and let you control your smartphone easily, while you can also use the voice control. That's Škoda's virtual assistant, Laura, who can use ChatGPT to find all sorts of useful information. There's also a mobile digital key, so you'll be able to use an iPhone or Android device instead of a normal key and share access with other drivers more easily. I reckon the Epiq is multi-talented, so whether you're off on the commute to work, heading to the beach, or making the most of the excellent audio system, this car has got you covered. The materials the Epiq wears inside here are worth talking about too. This is the first Škoda production model to use only animal-free materials. And the textile seat coverings, they're made from recycled polyester fibres. They feel really good, and being a Škoda, it's all built to last. But don't worry, this isn't one of those cars that tries so hard to be clever that it forgets to be useful. There are more simply clever storage features in here, big door bins, cup holders, storage spaces and wireless phone charging on some models. You can also get heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, 2-zone climate control and drive mode select depending on the version you choose. The range starts with SEL, then there's Edition, and from launch there will also be an exclusive limited run of first editions based on the more powerful Epiq 55. On the road, the Epiq uses the Volkswagen Group's new MEB Plus platform, which is designed for smaller, lighter front-wheel drive electric cars. In the UK, the Epiq 55 gets 208 brake horsepower, which matches the early pre-production car I drove. Now that car felt quick enough rather than wild, which is exactly what most people will want from a small electric SUV. It was smooth, easy, quiet, and not trying to pretend it's a hot hatch. There's also one-pedal driving in B mode with switchable regeneration, so you can slow the car by lifting off the accelerator and put energy back into the battery. That's really handy in town and in traffic. Safety kit looks strong as well. Standard equipment includes front assist with rear traffic alert and exit warning, lane assist, traffic sign recognition, intelligent speed assist, blind spot detection and 7 airbags, including a center airbag between the front seats. Adaptive cruise control comes as standard across the range, providing added assistance in traffic and emergency situations. Clever parking assistance features will also be available, with remote parking functions offered on higher spec models. So, small car yes, basic car no. The small electric SUV market is about to get very busy. But the Epiq feels like Škoda doing what Škoda does best, making a car that's easy to understand, easy to use and packed with genuinely useful ideas. With a starting price of just £24,950, up to 272 miles of range, a huge boot for a car this size and proper Škoda practicality, this could be one of the most important new electric cars of the year. And for anyone thinking about going electric for the first time, it might just make the whole thing feel a lot more straightforward. As far as I'm concerned, this could be all the car you'll ever need. And I reckon that's epic!